Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Bayern want to prove Lewandowski made a big mistake ahead of the Champions League clash versus Barca on Wednesday. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about this former La Masia player Dani Olmo, who now plays for RB Leipzig. In a recent interview, he talks Barcelona's Champions League situation, Gerard Piqué, Sergio Busquets, and his return rumors. We are also going to be discussing on everything he had to say. So guys, before we get right into the stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. FC Barcelona are set to face one of their toughest challenges of the season as they take on Bayern Munich once again, this time at Camp Nou. It is a must-win game for us, no doubt about that, if we are to keep our qualifying hopes intact, although our fate may ultimately reside on the result of the Inter Milan match. It is also a matter of pride for Barca, who have endured a disastrous record against Bayern. Heading into this contest, the Bayern dressing room is focused on beating Barcelona this midweek. They want to overpower the Catalans on foreign turf and prove their mettle against the German giants, according to a report from Sport. Barcelona have indeed endured a poor record against Bayern, as we all know. They are currently on a run of 5 back-to-back losses, during which they have conceded 19 goals, while scoring just 4 in the process. Barcelona's last win against Bayern came back in May 2015, when the team, led by Luis Enrique, secured a comprehensive 3-0 victory. Aside from getting back prestige, Bayern also want to show Robert Lewandowski that he made the wrong decision, or let me say the wrong choice, to join Barcelona. The Polish international had put an end to his 8-year association at Bayern to join Barcelona earlier in the summer, primarily in an attempt to land the Ballon d'Or title and help the club restore its lost glory. However, with the Blaugrana suffering a 2-0 defeat in the reverse fixture earlier this season, the onus will be on Lewandowski to provide the goods as he spearheads the Barca front line at Camp Nou this midweek. Interesting, it's going to be a fascinating game, no doubt about that. Bayern Munich have been a bully for us, which is a shame, saying this as a Barca fan, but that's just the reality. It's going to be a tough game, no doubt about that. Bayern won us 2-0 at the Allianz Arena in the early fixture. And definitely it's not going to be an easy fixture for us, home or away. We have seen what Bayern have been doing to Barca in recent years. So I think the form that we've seen Barca, especially in our last 2 league matches at Camp Nou, it has been great. But we know that Bayern coming to the Camp Nou is not Atletico Bilbao, it's not Villarreal. It's a whole different story. And honestly, it's going to be tough. But we just have to keep belief that we need to win the game. But we might be playing that game where, let's not forget that Inter Milan have an early kickoff on that day, which if they just win Victoria Pleasant at the San Siro, they've already qualified for the knockout stages alongside Bayern, which means Barca possibly will be going into the contest against Bayern already in the Europa League, something that is going to be painful, but I think most fans have already prepared their minds. We have already concluded that we are heading to the Europa League, so I don't think it will pain some fans, because I myself, talking here, I've already painted a picture of playing in the Europa League back-to-back seasons. So it's just a matter of a game of pride for us to at least try to reduce the humiliating results we have been having in recent history against Bayern, something that have not been good enough. Barcelona are an elite club in Europe, and the way we have been losing to Bayern is not supposed to be the case. So Bayern have already qualified for the knockout. I don't know if their coach Julian Nagelsmann will do changes, whatever, but I think Barca need to put their all to ensure that the game should be won. At least we should try to win, even if we have qualified for Europa League, but we need to at least win that game to stop them thinking that they're the one bullying us all the time, which that's just the truth. We need to stop that. Of course, we have been playing recently well, and I think Barca have picked more form after the loss against Real Madrid and also the bad week against Inter Milan prior to that. So it's going to be tough to see us playing Europa League, no doubt about that. But that's just it. We can't change it anymore. Xavi, all of us need to improve. The team needs to improve. And next season, It's a season that we need to keep fighting for the Champions League once again, as it has been lost again this time around. So, talking about this report from Dario Sport claiming that Bayern, the dressing room of Bayern, are aiming into that fixture a lot, and they want to prove Robert Lewandowski that he made a wrong choice, a bad decision to choose Barcelona to go to because he will play the Europa League. Had it been he decided to extend his stay at the Bavarian Giants, he could have been there, solid, playing for the knockout stages. But no doubt Lewandowski is still happy with Barcelona. He was a dream come true for him. We quite remember when he joined. He's still happy. Yesterday he scored. He's happy. His actions. He looks like a man who has peace of mind, no matter that Barca are close to relegating from the Champions League. But I think there are better days to come. Lewandowski is not that kind of a person who will just think about just the moment, but about the whole team as a whole and how we are improving under the tutelage of Xavi is something that is just to think about the long run. So whatever happened, that's just it. Lewandowski will understand. Definitely, he wants to achieve. He's somebody who is being used to success, and normally this Europa League will be something that he's not too used to, even though he once played it when playing for Borussia Dortmund in the past. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, speaking in an exclusive interview with AS, former Barcelona prospect and RB Leipzig mainstay Dani Olmo has opened up on Barca's current plight in the UEFA Champions League, as well as the plight of veteran stars Gerard Piqué and Sergio Busquets. Olmo was part of Barca's La Masia setup for 7 years between 2007 and 2014 and was one of the most highly rated young stars on the club's book at the time. However, in order to seek faster progression to the first team setup, he left Barcelona for Dinamo Zagreb in 2014, and the move worked a treat for him. Having become one of the most sought-after rising stars with the Croatian Giants, he secured a transfer to RB Leipzig in January 2020, where he has continued to thrive hard. Almost Leipzig side will face off against Barcelona's arch-rival Real Madrid in the group stages tomorrow, Tuesday. Ahead of the game, the Spanish international discussed his boyhood club's poor run in the Champions League. He said, "It is not easy to succeed, no matter how much you invest. The Champions group is difficult with Bayern and Inter, but Barca is a big club and will always get up." Olmo also opened up on the situation surrounding Piqué and Busquets, who were whistled by Barcelona supporters in the recent game against Villarreal last week. He said, "I don't understand how you can criticize two players who have given everything for your club and the national team. There are references and examples for many other players," he said. Over the past year and a half, Olmo has been linked with a return to Barcelona on numerous occasions. When quizzed if he thinks about coming back to the Catalan outfit, he said, "I don't think about it. I want to have my mind focused on what is mine, and in the future we'll see what happens." At the same time, there has also been links to Real Madrid on whether his past association with Barca could stop him from joining the Merengues. He said, "I was in La Masia for 6 years. I grew up there in the Alevin, infantil and cadet stages, and I have affection for the club. But as I told you, I pay no attention to speculations." So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.